Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. For today's video we are working with the Into the Blue Cocoa Daisy collection that has the beautiful mermaids. We are going to do a 12 by 12 layout featuring this one. I had to. This is beautiful this is a beautiful illustration. I can't say anything off about it. Other than, I'll be honest, because even though it's beautiful and you're like, oh yeah, I just want to use it, it's actually sometimes hard to use papers like this, because I even thought about, like, maybe if I rip it and like have the two rip sides and give some of the white, to the background, that could have been something. But then I just thought, then I lose like this part, which is fine. I could have. But I did find a little fun photo of Valentina in a little mermaid outfit. And granted, it is rather colorful. I could have done a beach photo. I could have done pool photos. But she's our little mermaid. And so I thought I'm going to circle cut this one, mat it on this one, and then do something with all of the goodies. I have everything pulled here. The enamel dots. I have the alphas to make a title. So, just kind of having the whole illustration similar to, which one was it that I recently did with Cocoa Daisy 2? Okay, I hate to say it, but similar to this one, because this paper was so beautiful to use that I just did a huge circle. I hate to say it, but yeah, like, we're just going to do this one again, but I'm going to make the circle. I think this was an 8-inch circle. I think I measured the picture to be 6 inches so that it got like right in here, so I didn't block either of the mermaids. And we're doing this again. I'm sorry if you wanted something new. And don't get me wrong, like, it could work too, like with maybe like 3 circles. That I could have thought of that, and done a bunch of pictures, but even so, for this situation, during this one, I think this was the only photo I took before we hopped in the pool, there are variations. I could have done perhaps like 3 circles. Maybe, should I do 3 circles? Are you guys gonna be mad at me that I didn't think of anything else? But that means I have to stop filming and scroll through my thing to see if I can find. Okay, let's see if we can find. I'll think of something different. Okay, my friends, I totally went through my video camera, my camera roll, and found beach photos. I'm bringing you something different because, man, I felt bad right there. I was like, it's the exact same format. I'm going to the exact same design, which is nothing wrong with it, but just to give you more inspiration. So I did find these are a few years old because, believe it or not, I'm a Floridian. We live near the beach, but we don't go to the beach. We do not enjoy sand, at least our family. And so these pictures, whenever we go to the beach, is because my sister comes down from Jersey and she loves the beach. So we go to please her and have her visit, the coast when she's down here. She likes to come and meditate and do her yoga and stuff. And so we go. But we do not out of our way go. We are poolside people. And so it was great to go through the camera roll and look for beach photos. And I found a good treasures from at least 2 years ago. I think she looks 4 years old here. So beach photos you have. So we are in the surf, right where the waves break. It's my mom, me, and my sister, and Valentina. And so what perfect photos to go. So I did a little cluster, almost looking like bubbles, going with this circular kind of thing that cascade down the page. And then I kind of thumbed through the entire collection just to find the circle embellishments, which luckily there were. You're going to see me play with some of the vellum pieces that have like gold foiling on it. I take out all of the chipboard pieces that are circular and have reference to being at the beach or a nod to the waves and ocean life. And then you'll also see me play with one of these pocket cards. I believe it's this one. Yeah, life is a beach, ride the waves or something. And I put it through my die cutting machine to cut out like a 3-inch circle on it. And man, I know I did a mistake on this one. Usually I do put a little bit of washi to keep the die on top of the paper correctly. But I didn't this time, and it zhuzhed over just a little bit. So it cut off some of that title. But it wasn't enough to make it not worth it. But it's enough to drive me a little batty. But I was like, I still want to use it. Like, I just ruined a card. You only get one. So ever since making this layout, I religiously now put a little piece of washi or the mint tape from scrapbook.com in order to hold the die cut on the paper so that it doesn't move from where I need it to be cut. And so you can see how I'm starting to develop those circles as clusters around the overlapping of the photos. I do believe 2 of the photos are popped up, if I recall. I think the footage already happened where they're popped up on fun foam and the one on the very top is flat. That way everything kind of layered up on it, which was a nice kind of look when you look at the layout in person. Can't get that view from here. So I'm thumbing through the ephemera, like those pieces that you just saw me take, all the tags. They had great sentiments, but I just thought some of them were a little bit too snarky. And then the ones that were, I think it was the bright white of the label that I didn't like with all this blue and aqua and green, you know, seafoam green colors, that I was like, oh, the bright white doesn't really work. And then I'm thinking of my title, and on the stamp there is a piece that's in a little bit of a script font that says "Life is Good," and I saw it on the stamp and I was like, ah, that's a perfect title. Where am I going to put it? And I could have put it across the whole layout. I thought about just wrapping it around one of the circle photos, but I kind of have it like do a little wave, a little tuck and roll around the photo right here. A little out of the ordinary, you know, not something that everyone would do or think of. I could even have it just lined up along the bottom edge of it. I didn't want to cover up like the little fish and the coral that are on the bottom, because it could have gone just straight on the bottom. That would have worked too. I just kind of liked it. Life is Good on the edge of both circles. I think it just made it a little different, and I was like, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. So those will stay in that format right there. You may not see all the video footage, but just know that I do keep it there. And know that the alphas that come in the Cocoa Daisy sets, they are self-adhesive. You just pull off the back and they're already sticker adhesive on them, so that makes it wonderful to play with. And then here's me, just like I said, using all of the circular elements that are in the kit, which there are quite a few, so definitely take this collection and do a circular photo, circular cluster arrangement with it, and it turns out just fine. It really does. Such a beautiful layout. I love the mermaids, and I almost I'm still hoarding the rest of this kit. I'm not gonna lie. Of course I have the memory planner page coming, and I did a couple of pocket pages and this one, and so I still have product to use, and I'm hoarding it. I love it and I want to use it, and I definitely need to use it, because hoarding it's not the answer either, you know what I mean, with beautiful product. I have old Maggie Holmes. I have to use it. And the same with the Cocoa Daisy, that their illustrators, whoever she hires that does these collections, they've been knocking it out of the park in my opinion. So I've loved a lot of the collections. This one is up there. Next month is just as pretty. So yeah, I may need to maybe subscribe to a kit that I don't get in my design team stuff, just so that I have more of the pretty goodness, because that's how much I like it. So here I am, just finishing off with some of the enamel dots. These are glitter inside, which are fantastic, obviously in color, and everything just works together, and this turned out so beautiful. I am so happy with this layout. Okay, how pretty is that? This paper is so pretty. It's an explosion of circles, and I love how I did that, and you get to see the mermaids. This is the best illustration ever. So if you have any beach photos, summer photos, swimming photos, pool photos, put them in the middle of this paper and use it for sure. Look how beautiful it is. All right, I will link this down below. This is the July kit. It's called Into the Blue. I'm hoping you can still get your hands on it. I'm hoping, because this one might sell out real quick. Thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe if you are new to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up as always. And until next time, bye everyone.